Right, we started this protocol called RIP. We learned that this is a distance vector protocol, and the metric of this routing protocol is hop count. So whenever we have multiple paths to reach a destination, the path with less number of routers, the path with less number of hops is the best path. That is the meaning when we say metric is hop count. And it is a distance vector routing protocol, RIP, routing information protocol RIP, that advertises the route information along with hop count. So when it advertises a network, it advertises saying this network is these many hops. For example, in this picture here, router 1 advertises about this 1.1.1.1 saying 1 hop. So router 2 has learned it as 1 hop via E0. And when router 2 advertises the same, it says it is 2 hop for you. It's 2 hop. That's how it advertises to router 3. So simply, the routing protocols are not just simply advertising the network. Along with the network, they also advertise the metric. There are more than metric that are advertised. For example, in version 2, even the subnet mask is advertised. I told you in the previous class the difference between version 1 and version 2. Version 2 is the best protocol to be enabled when you have classless subnetted network. If your choice is RIP protocol, then the best version is version 2. The other reason for going for this version is the address that is used to advertise. Multicast address 224.0.0.9. 224.0.0.9. Version 1 will send to 255 or 255 or 255 or 255, which is a layer 3 broadcast. Version 2 advertises to 224.0.0.9. We also covered the timers in RIP. Every router advertises the route, the metric for each destination every 30 seconds. We call it as periodic update. Periodic update is 30 seconds. Now, after advertising, if a network goes down, it will be instantly flooded to everyone, so everyone will remove in case. If that don't go, the routers which have learned the route will hold it for 180 seconds. Which is called as wait or hold time. Now, if this timer is reached, it decides that particular network for which I did not learn any update for 180 seconds as possibly down. Possibly down. And after reaching this possibly down state, it will wait for another 60 seconds. That forms 240 seconds in total to remove the root from the routing table. Flash interval. So we got timers. 30 second, 180 second, 240 second, we got timers. All right. So this is how the updates are being up to date, updated to the routers. We are going to have a small lab and then we will come back to again theory. We have just gone through what we have learned in the previous class. Now here is the topology ready for you. And the IP addresses are already assigned. When you ping from this PC, you won't be able to reach that 1.1.1.2. See, it says destination host unreachable. Where is 1.1.1.2? Here it is. I am unable to ping from here to this loopback interface. The reason is the router A do not have the route to reach. You see, there is no route to reach 1 dot network or 20 network. In this topology, you also have 20 network, 1.1.1.3, 1.1.1.2. There is no route in the routing table. That's why I get destination host unreachable. Who is replying to this? Actually, I'm pinging 11112, but instead of getting reply from 1112, I'm getting it from 30002. Who is 30002? It's my own gateway. It's this router. Router is saying the destination that you are trying to reach is not a reachable one. It's unreachable. So we understand that there is need for a route. Yeah. So there is need for a route. That's why we are getting into dynamic routing protocol. Static route we have already seen. Let us do it. I'm on router A. All that I need to do is advertise the network that we have on this router. You don't need to worry about the networks on the other router. Listen, you are going to advertise only those networks that are in this router. So in this router, the routing table says you got 10 network, and 30 network. Go to the global configuration mode and say router RIP. This is to get inside the mode, RIP routing protocol, RIP mode. After this, I need to say this to two networks that this router knows. This router knows about 30 and 10. That's it. You are not supposed to say the network which is not on this router. Now, what is the action taken by giving this command? The router will start advertising this so that neighbor can learn. I would like to show you that. Right now, router A is advertising it. Debug IP RIP. This is the command using which you can see things that are happening behind the screen. Usually don't show those advertisements, but if you wish to see, type this command debug IP RIP, because it is RIP protocol related debugs that you want to see. You need to say debug IP RIP. Look at this. As I said, it is version 1 by default, and it is using the broadcast address. It says 30 network is one hop. It is telling 30 network is one hop on G000. It won't say about 10 because G00 is already at 10. But on G001, it will talk about the 10. 10 network is one hop. So it's sending, RIP is sending a version 1 update to a broadcast address. Now, to stop the debug, I don't want these things every 30 seconds. It will keep on coming and blocking my eyesight from what I want to configure, the other things that I want to see. So to stop this debug, you need to say undebug all. It says all possible debugging has been turned off. Right, I have stopped the debug. Now the advertisement is sent, but it won't make any impact on router B. You know why? Because B is not running RIP. Show IP protocol. See, I don't have any protocol here. No routing protocol. So show IP route, you won't see the route, though that router is advertising. This is not receiving it. The advertisement will come to B, but B will keep on ignoring it. B will be ignoring it because whatever A says is only for RIP protocol to receive. Even though B is getting those updates, it won't accept it. But B is actually getting it. Let me show you that. Debug IP packets. Because that router is sending a broadcast, it should come here. Okay, it is not even accepting inside that port. That's why I'm not able to see the debug, but it definitely hits that router B. I'm stopping the debug. You undebug all, or you all, anything is okay. So it is not even receiving inside the port because the port is not a RIP port now. We did not enable RIP for this network, so it is not even accepting inside. The update comes up to here, but this port G000 is not taking it inside. Only when I say RIP 10 network in this router, it will start receiving. Now let me show you that. Router RIP, network 10. Now if you go and say debug IP packet or debug IP RIP, even packet also will show you that update from the other router is coming. You see, update is coming. But I would like to show you in detail debug IP RIP itself. So you can see as a RIP update now. Okay, you see, received version 1 update. So router B is receiving a network which it was not aware of before. See, this was only knowing only these three networks, 10 network, 20 network, 1112. Now it has also learned about 30. Let me stop the debug. See, I'll go up and see in the previous old routing table, there was no mention about 30. But now when I type show IP route, I can see 30. What does it say? 30 network is received from by the protocol RIP from 10001. Who is 10001? This guy. Router A's interface towards router B. And on which interface? Gig 000. See, dynamically this route is learned. Now, what is this one? I told you in the previous class, administrative distance. Every protocol has got the preference value, weightage value, trust level. It's 120 for RIP. And what is this one? This is the hop count. See, for B, to go to 30 network, it is one hop. 30 is here, one hop, correct? No, that's hop count. So in the bracket, the first number is the administrative distance, and then after the slash, whatever you see is the metric. So it's not only for the protocol RIP, it is also for other protocols. Now on router B, we have already enabled RIP. Show IP protocol command will show you RIP is running. And RIP will be sending update every 30 seconds. If update is not coming, after 180 seconds, it will consider it as possibly down or invalid. That is what called as hold time, 180 seconds. To remove the route, to flush it out, it takes 240 seconds. Currently, RIP is only running on this interface. And this is the only network which I mentioned under RIP. I did not mention 20. So let us go back to RIP and say network 20. If you go up and see, I have mentioned only network 10. Now I'm going to now add 20 also. Router RIP, network 20. Now after saying this, go and check the show IP protocol command. Show IP protocol. You can see now RIP is running on both the interface. G000, G001. This is talking about the version. We'll talk about the version in some time. And administrative distance is 120. Now, going to router C. Sorry. Router RIP, network. Hold on a minute. In router 3, in router B, we have a network 1.1.1.2. I'm not going to advertise this now. This is to teach you why we need a classless routing protocol. See, I did not advertise this in router B. Similarly, I'm not going to advertise this in router C. For now, it is not needed. Okay, I'm in router C. I'm going to say network is, what is the network here? 20. Now, that's it. Now, if you check the routing table for the routes, you should be seeing the route to reach 10. 10 is just one hop away. Is it true? Yes, for this router, 10 is only one jump. You see 10 is here. But for reaching 30, router C should go 1, 2 hops, isn't it? 2 hops. So check the routing table, it should show you 2 hops. Yes, 2 hops. Now try pinging that PC from here. The PC's IP address is 30001. You are able to ping because you got the route, dynamically learned route. We are able to ping. You can also go here and ping this router C address. Router C's address is what? 20002. We are able to reach router C. All right. Now, what is the difference between version 1 and version 2? One main difference is the address to which it sends. Right now, the updates are sent to a broadcast. Let me show you that one more time. In any one of the router, you can see debug IP rip again. You can see it will be sending and receiving update to one from 255. See, it receives an update as a broadcast version 1 from this guy, and let's see what address it is sending now. Go to the middle router and see. We'll see more updates. Show IP debug IP rip. You see, this is sending 255. All right, so it is sending, and you will also see receiving version 1 update soon. Yeah, we are receiving update about 30 network. Okay, so let me stop the debug, and we are going to enable version 2. You see, I'll just go and enable version 2. But before that, I want to show you the need for it. Go to router B and advertise router RIP network 1 dot. What do I have? 1.1.1.2. Even if you say 1.1.1.2, it is simply going to take 1.0.0.0. You want to see that? Show IP protocol. See, it has taken as 1.0.0.0. And when you say debug IP RIP, you will see this 1.1.1.1, will be advertised without subnet mask. Okay, this is about receiving. I'm waiting for sending. You see, it says sending version 1 update 1.0.0.0. There is no mask mentioned here, and it says metric 1. Now, this router, what it will say, C will not accept it. C will say, I also have 1 dot network. Because this is also class full, it will take it as 1.0.0.0. Router B is saying 1.0.0.0. Router C is saying, I am already having 1.0.0.0. So they don't take. Show IP route. You see, it is not learning that 1.1.1.1 from a RIP, because it says, I also have one network already. Router B is giving, but router C is not accepting. Even in router C, if you say router RIP, network 1.1.1.2, 1.1.3, this will advertise, but the other guy won't accept it. See, it receives 1000, and it says locally also I have 1000. See, via RIP, do you have any network 1000 learned or 1112 learned? No, they don't learn. They don't learn. The reason is this is subnetted network. They don't understand subnetted network. 1 means /8 only it accepts. It understands. Take it. It just assumes that it should be /8 because it is 1 dot. If it is 192, it would have assumed as class C/24. So version 1 is simply assuming the mask. It is not advertising the actual mask. Now look at this show IP protocol. It says it will do automatic summarization, and it is sending version is version 1. Receiving version, it is ready to receive from any version 1 or 2. That's why it shows sending version is 1, but the receiving version is both 2 and 1. Receiving version is any by default. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to say router RIP version 2. That's it. Also, here it says I will do automatic summarization, meaning it will summarize /32 into /8. I don't want that. So I say no auto summary. You have to do it on all the routers. Before that, let me show you here, show IP protocol. Because I have changed to version 2, you should see now both sending and receiving is version 2. And the auto summarization is not, because I said no auto summary. It is not effective. Now do the same on other routers. All right. Now we have cancelled summarization. We have enabled version 2. After doing this, if you go and check now, the route will be there in the routing table. Show IP route. You see, I have learned from RIP this 1112, which was not there earlier. And now I can ping 1112. This is router 2's address. The reason is this. When you say debug IP RIP, you can see RIP is now advertising the mask along with the network. That slash. Last time when I showed, it was not showing that slash. But now you will see. You see? You see? Every network is going with the mask, which was not there in version 1. And also version 2, you see, it is sending to a broad multicast address, 224.0.0.9. Version 2 is sending to a multicast address, 224.0.0.9. Sending to a broadcast means sending to everyone. Sending to multicast means sending to only the RIP running router. 224.0.0.9 is the reserved multicast address for RIP. So when you send it to 224.0.0.9, only a RIP router can learn, not any other router. Only RIP router can learn it, receive it and learn it. It is like, last time you were saying 255. It is like the school principal is saying, tomorrow is a holiday. Means it implies for the whole school. But when the school principal says for kindergarten to 5th, tomorrow is holiday, it means it is talking to a group, not to the entire school. So 224009 is like talking to a group, the group that is running RIP, not to others. It says, I'm sending update for RIP running router. That's the meaning of 224009. Right? Any question?
No, sir.
Now we will have one more class for RIP. But before that, I want you to do this lab and get back to me next class.